I mean, guys, you simply can't make this type of stuff up. Here's what happened in Black Friday football. It wasn't even that. The Raiders blacked out at the end. You guys all know what happened. Either way, here's the highlights.
We got a game now. Playmaker, Sean. I'm here.
Just keep trickling the ball down the field, boy.
How about those Chiefs? Just win, baby.
Saw him on a Thursday night with San Francisco against Seattle. He got hurt in that one.
Moving the change, right? Great opportunity here after the quarter, 3rd and 3 to keep moving the ball. We're moving the ball. We get some positive plays. We can't have penalties. Penalties have really been a big issue in the first quarter.
Kick is good to tie it. Jones was hungry. And Carlson, one of the best in the league. So 3rd and 4. Mahomes hit as he throws, and in the end zone, Justin signed on practice squads or rosters 15 different times, and this kick is short. It's going to be one. And no. He got hurt. He's out. Wright comes off the street, and Wright puts it going deep. And can he one-hand it? This one earlier. 45. This one is the 35-yard attempt. And down the middle. Stepping up. Going deep. Has a man. Caught. Into the end zone. Touchdown. First Street. Haley Hartung starts the 4th. McConnell. Deep down the sideline. Getting free. And into the end zone.
On that left side.
Right. To try to retake the lead, which he does. Puts it down. Carson's kick is up. No good again. 50-yard field goal from here. Drops it. Flag is thrown though. Flag will stop it.
And with that, alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the NFL, of course. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the Week 13 Black Friday football recap. Obviously, it's coming out a little bit later, but it's coming out anyway. Obviously, again, hope you guys enjoyed those highlights of course, of this disastrous ending. Chiefs continue to win games in improbable fashion. Of course, they clinched their, 10th straight, something like that season with a playoff spot. With a loss by the Chargers, and no, I just think if they never mind. If they win next week against the Chargers on Sunday Night Football, that's going to be hosting next week. They will clinch the AFC West as well. So yeah, the Chiefs have obviously had a wild season, and it continued in this one to say the least. Of course, they have now won 9 of their first 12 games by 7 or fewer points. This one obviously coming down right to the wire. And a game the Raiders should have won for sure. But they, of course, dropped 2-10 with their 8th straight loss. I think they are now officially eliminated with the playoffs. If you think about the Chargers being the 7th seed, they have 7 wins already. And that's the ceiling for the Raiders. And also the fact the Raiders got swept by them. I think that the Broncos are the tiebreaker there. So they're officially eliminated for any Raiders fans who are delusional enough to actually think they could have still made the playoffs. But they put a really good fight in, they still lost. First double-digit loss season, actually, if we discount Josh McDaniels as their head coach in a little bit. So I guess that's kind of what's going on there. But of course, final score is 19-17. Of course, that the botch ending there by Eddie O'Connell. And again, you can go check the rule book on that one, guys. It's kind of like very convoluted and very confusing with what actually happened there. So since the clock was stopped, if a ball is snapped and no one is ready for it, basically if the center snaps it and no one moves, it's an illegal shift. But when the ball is snapped, it's a live ball. Instead of it being, again, if the clock was running when that happened, it would have been a dead ball because the clock was running. I think that's just how they do it. I don't know. They differentiated that. It's kind of confusing. That's going on there. I think the Raiders will go to Tampa this week for the first time since I don't even know when. They haven't played there like forever. I can't even remember the last time. Whatever, though. Aiden O'Connell went 23 of 35 for 342 touchdowns. Obviously, that 58-yard bomb, and as well as a beautiful 35-yard to Brock Bowers, who is the best tight end in the NFL. You can argue with anybody about that, but it's true. He is the best tight end in the league. 50-yard touchdown, obviously, to Trey Tucker, who had a pretty, again, big touchdown there as well. 49.5 air yards on that throw from him. Running wise against Sincere McCormick had 64 yards. I really didn't realize he had that many yards. On film, he looked pretty good, though. Brock Bowers scores 10 for 140 and a touchdown as well as Jacoby Myers having 6 catches for 97 yards. DJ Turner also had a catch for 25, and outside of that, no one really stepped up. And again, when it comes to this O-line, they played a lot better overall, in my opinion. They protected really well with the play action. I think that was really good to see. For this defense, Roberts played 9 tackles. He was very physical. The Cameron Richardson looks like a guy who could be in the secondary for a while. Isaiah Paul Mal looks like a guy who is definitely a serviceable backup, but you could definitely see some deficiencies there with him. But he played okay. Max Crosby has had a rough year overall, considering what team he's playing on, the success overall. But he still had a nice sack and got some pretty consistent pressure. Jack Jones was good. Didn't have a pick 6 or anything, but he was good. Adam Butler, I guess, was okay with 6 tackles, half a sack. I think he had like 2 or 3 pressures. A nice play by Zach Carter on the sack, as well as Caleb Von Chason having 2.5 sacks. A lot of rejects on this roster, to be honest, when it comes to, again, literally coming from other teams. But still, this defense played pretty well overall. Dino Carlson obviously missing 3 field goals isn't good. All of them were short. He just had probably one of the worst days you've ever seen, even for a kicker. Again, is so great. Again, with all of them being short, there's got to be something up there. I want to see if he can get better there. When it comes to the Chiefs, though, obviously they continue to win games. They again have no business winning, considering again this game was basically over. The Raiders and pull off a huge upset. But as the Chiefs, so of course they have to have something go their way. 26-46 though, 306 and a touchdown. Mahomes' touchdown wasn't no look, and yeah, that's kind of what's going on there. He still wasn't that great though. They ran the ball 16 times, which isn't a good recipe for success. Jared Hopkins had 1 big catch. Travis Kelce was pretty good, again, on like the first 2 drives. Touchdown, obviously, from Justin Watson. Outside of that, no one really stepped up. Xavier Worthy and Patrick Mahomes really have no chemistry and really no connection right now, and that's got to change if this offense is going to be successful down the stretch. But it really doesn't matter because not really playing anyone good until Week 17 again at the Steelers. Again, the Chargers are pretty good, guys, but like you'd hope they can beat them at home at least. Defensively, they really weren't that good, guys. Again, the biggest issue, we'll get to the offense in a minute, but takeaways for this Chiefs defense, they really, again, put safeties in really disadvantaged spots, I guess you could say, considering the fact that, again, a guy like Justin Reed should not be covering wide receivers that are running 4-3s. Nick Bolton was very good, though, with 11 tackles, but, again, he did have some big plays overall. 2 sacks from Chris Jones was pretty nice, as well as George Karlaftis adding a sack as well, but overall, this defensive line didn't get consistent pressure, and the fact that, again, the linebacker level, they really weren't able to, again, drop too deep, as well as the fact, again, they were putting safeties in spots they shouldn't have been in, really put the defense in a bad spot. I think, again, Steve Spagnuolo needs to really check that. Matthew Wright did miss a field goal, but overall, he was really good coming in relief, I guess you could say. Obviously, a third-string kicker there as well. But the Chiefs' biggest issue in this one was the fact that their offensive line is a turnstile. They need to really fix that. And again, Jawan Taylor's always been like a below average to an average tackle, but again, at right tackle, it's really hard to find guys that are actually decent. And again, teams don't give away like even decent right tackles. So the fact that again they overpaid for him big time. But he's been absolutely horrible this year, guys. Even again with him never really being even a decent player. Obviously, Wanya Morris is not a starting caliber player. But again, you kind of think Mahomes really doesn't need good tackles, but the offense was just not really moving the ball with him like that. Again, averaging 4.9 yards play is not going to get him very far. Raiders obviously had some big plays. They also controlled the clock a little bit better. The Chiefs still went 7-16 on 3rd down though. Overall, though, obviously the Chiefs they've pulled this one out of their butt, and there's no way around. Again, you just can't make this stuff up, guys. Anyway, though, hope you guys enjoyed the game. Yeah, here was the ending from that Georgia Tech game that obviously went to 8 overtimes. Either way, though, of course, see you tomorrow for the Sunday preview.
To make the college football playoff. Frazier straight ahead and